I don't have the laptop in front of me. I got my other phone, so that's how I check all the messages and comments and all that good stuff. It helps me to make sure that I have a camera that doesn't have the backboard backwards. But tonight we're going to talk about 3 reasons. For those who are watching the recording, we're going to talk about 3 reasons you should focus on building a solid income online. It's extremely important to do so, and we're going to break down those 3 reasons why tonight. While we're waiting on more people to get on the live stream, we're going to break down all 3 reasons. I do these live streams every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't care if it's 1 person, no person, 20 persons. I do it, I deliver it, because people will what? They will watch it later, they'll watch it tomorrow, whatever the case may be. So I do the live stream. So yeah, I'm always in my office going ham. Sometimes I'm talking to nobody, but eventually this content will fall on somebody. And that's the power of internet marketing, because whatever you do now stays in the marketplace forever, and it's documented. And if it's good value, it will help somebody. All right. So it's 9:01. As the evening goes on, more and more people will chime onto the live stream and start throwing in those questions and all that good stuff. I like to start early all the time. I think it's important to do so. Hold on. All right, cool. So I know my volume is good. It's one thing about what they've taught us about business and making money is all wrong. Okay? What you've been taught in school about making money is all wrong. Okay? They've been teaching us to use our physical body to make money, right? To exchange time for dollars. At some point, you have to get upset with exchanging time for dollars. Okay? You got to say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm tired of exchanging time for dollars. So I'm going to put an X here. I'm going to put an X. I'm going to say X, right? I'm going to say X for exchanging time for dollars. Okay? So that's a no-no. So for those coming in late, XM means, you know what? Let me just write it out. I'm always abbreviating stuff. That's the terrible thing about this day and age in text messaging, right? Exchanging time for dollars. All right, cool. We this is an X. There's an X for it. That's a no-no, right? We no longer want to exchange time for dollars. It's a waste. And if you're watching me on the live stream, go ahead and like and comment that you're watching. Comment where you're watching me from, so that this live stream can get some interaction and to start floating up and down on the news feed, so all the other group members who either forgot, didn't get the notifications, they can say, oh snap, Mike's live right now. There's a lot of new people that just got added to the group. It's funny, a lot of people don't even know how to use these group things, and group is very powerful. All the things that you can do and organize in a group is unbelievable. Like literally your Facebook group, if you take this seriously, your Facebook group can start making you anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a week by organizing and socializing and connecting with people in a freaking Facebook group. All these free tools that we have, see, we've been using them to have fun. We've been using them to laugh, right? We've been using them to learn things, but we haven't been using them for our advancement, right? We haven't been using them to get us to the next level, right? We've been constantly focused on helping other people and other people's brands as opposed to helping ourselves. And with a Facebook group, the things that we can teach you about internet marketing, it's one of the things that you're going to be able to utilize to make yourself some income. Because I just don't want this to be a hobby for you. I just don't want it to be a side thing for you. I want you to really take it serious. There's so many people on the internet making a full-time income. The ones that take it serious, organize it. And yeah, none of us ever know how to run a business from the very beginning. Nobody knows how to do that. Right? But we learn as we go. And the cool thing about it is, as you learn as you go, you get to make some money. Because it's funny, you can make mistakes and make money. Right? And when you go to college, you ain't necessarily learning as you go, right? You go through 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, right? You go through all this college and you earn very little on the education that you're learning. Here, it's all about implementation. When I teach you something, when somebody else teach you something, like Rose was on here a little bit earlier. She's one of the leaders that I work with, and I learn a lot of things from. So when we're teaching you something and you go out there and you implement it and you keep doing it over and over and over and over again, boom, before you know it, you just got this compounding effect of success. Now, briefly, I was talking about what we don't want to do. I need another stand right here. What we don't want to do is exchange time for dollars anymore, right? We don't want to exchange our time for dollars. Eventually, we want to X this out. Eventually, we don't want that to be here. What we want is exchange, right? Exchange dollars for time, okay? This is the one we want. So what does that mean? That means that I'm using my money to position me, right, in a vehicle that would allow me to make more income than I can within 24 hours. Like, you can't work 24 hours physically. You die, right? You can't do that every day. Like, I've done all-nighters before. I've been up for days at a time, like 2 or 3 days at a time, working around the clock. I've done that before, right? You can't do that for too long before you got to go to sleep, before you pass out, before you get sick, okay? And we've been conditioned to make extra money by go get another job. Oh, let me go get another job, man. Man, I'm gonna need 3, 4 jobs, man. Matter of fact, let me go to college and spend another 40 grand on another degree so I can get a raise at my job. Or I can go interview for another job, right? It works, but we're talking about sustainable success. It can't work. It works for a lot of people. But a lot of people hate what they do. A lot of people are burnt out. A lot of people are still living check to check, right? A lot of people are just upset about the decisions they make, about the choices they make by going to school. Nothing wrong with going to school. I have an associate's degree. My wife has 2 masters. Like, you know, we're not opposed. We're not against school. What we're against is this one-track philosophy on how to make money, right? When we have things as powerful as the internet available to us to go out there and build businesses that can help us make money. And they don't have to be these multi-million-dollar businesses. If the average person can make an extra $5,000 to $6,000 a month on their own, I mean, that drastically changes the game, okay? Because now you got number one. I'm going to talk about number one. Guys, if you're on the live stream, you're watching me, you're digging me, like this video. I want you to comment below where you're watching me from. Let me know you're there. Show me some love, because the more love you show me, the more I'm going to give you, right? The more I'm going to give you. That's just how this works. All right, so I'm just checking here for any comments and stuff like that pop up. Oh, there's a lot of people. There's a few people watching. Cool. Carlos, Miss McCain, Rose. Awesome. Welcome, guys. I appreciate you. So before we get into the 3 things, right? The 3 reasons why you should be focusing solely on building a business online. Well, you could have a great career. Don't get me wrong. There's some people with some great professions. And if you dig what you do, but it ain't making you enough, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should be focusing on building profits online, okay? We already talked about what we want. We don't want to exchange time for dollars anymore. If we already have 1 job, we don't need 2 more, okay? We want to exchange our money for time, right? Therefore, we utilize the internet to do so, all right? And before I break into these 3 things, a prime example for this is say, hey, you know, because all internet marketing is selling shit online. Lamest terms, selling shit online, right? That's it, right? So if you turn the tables and you're buying stuff on the internet, right? You're buying stuff on the internet, you're using your credit cards, and you're going to Amazon, and you're going to this website and that website, and you're buying stuff, right? You're consuming. You can actually be the producer and sell stuff to other people. And there's cool industries like network marketing, affiliate marketing, that sell a multitude of products, drop shipping, all this cool stuff. They sell a multitude of products, right? And you could be someone with multiple different little online revenue streams working for you, right? You spend 90 days, you set up one. spend another 90 days, set up the other. You can literally have 2 or 3 income streams making money for you while you're at the 9 to 5, while you're at vacation, and doing all these other cool things that you want to do. Maybe you want to disappear and say, you know what, boss, screw you, I'm out. You want to have that magical I'm walking out day, right? Here's my 2 weeks. Matter of fact, I'm out tomorrow. Or you know what, today at 3 or 5, I'm out of here, right? You want to be able to do that one day. I remember when I was working at JP Morgan Chase, and I was about a year in of internet marketing, and I've been there for about 2.5 years. And I came in one day and I told my boss, I said, here's my 2 weeks. She said, what? I said, here's my 2 weeks. She said, where you doing? Where you going to be working at? I said, I'm working at my mom's basement. she looked at me like, what are you talking about? Like, you're like one of the best bankers we got. You do well here. You got great benefits. You got a 401k. Like, what's going on? I said, no, I'm cashing out my 401k and I'm working from home. And she's like, I don't understand. I was like, what is there not to understand? I'm going to work from my mom's basement. I'm going to work online. I'm going to sell stuff on the internet. She said, you're going to sell stuff on the internet? That doesn't even make sense. She couldn't get it. I said, and this was in 2009. I told her, I said, hey, listen, we buy stuff on the internet all the time. Why can't I sell stuff on the internet? And she thought about it. She said, maybe. Well, best of luck, you know what I mean? And it was the best move I ever made. I made that move, and I started doing about $2,000-$3,000 a week, like literally selling. At the time, I was doing a call center thing, so people were sending me calls, and I was selling for them, from my mom's basement. My mom thought I was freaking selling drugs or whatever the case. She's like, what the hell are you doing in my basement? I'm just selling stuff online. All right? Products, programs, services. I was literally the guy you would send your calls to, and I would close sales. And then while I was doing that, in between calls, I would be on a line, on the internet, building my little network marketing business and home-based business, all that stuff. It was the best time ever. It was fun. Since then, I've worked at other places since then, because with anything, there's ups and downs in business. But one thing that has remained consistent in my life since 2008 has been internet marketing, allowing me to do all the things that I've wanted to do, right? Making that extra little bump of income to get you to the next level. So 3 reasons you definitely should be focusing on building a business online. Number 1, flexibility. And if I spell something wrong, it is what it is. I can't spell. Flexibility. Right? Flexibility. I can sound something out. I hope I sounded it out right. But flexibility. Okay? So literally, I'm up early in the morning, right? I'm up at like 3, 4 in the morning. And I'm up, posting some ads, classify ads or whatever. And, then I might go back to sleep, or I'll go to the gym. And then I rarely watch TV these days. But, I don't watch TV, but I am a binge watcher. Like, I'll binge the hell out of some Netflix or some Amazon Prime when the time's right, though, right? I, post my little ads, check some emails, or whatever the case may be, do my little thing. But the cool thing is, it's on my time. It's not on Big Daddy's time, right? It's not on Big Daddy that want to pay me a check's time, right? It's not on his time. It's on my time. Flexibility. Work at night, work at night. Work after you drop the kids off, before you pick the kids up. Whatever the case may be, it's yours. Right? In the beginning, it might not be that easy to have the flexibility you want, because you might work a 9 to 5. Okay? So you might be, make sure you guys are there. So you might be, say, for example, working a 9 to 5. So the only time slot you have is after work, late at night. It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do until the income you make it online, I always say, doubles the income you make it from your job, because then you can make a safe exit, confidently knowing that you won't have to worry about not eating next month, right? Because your business, flopped or whatever the case may be. And I'm just being realistic with you, because I've been in all the situations, right? Leaving too early and so forth and so on. It's just real talk, all right? And I'd rather have real talk with you than to give you this fluff about how you'd be a multimillionaire in 3 months, when that's just like bullshit, right? But flexibility. You get to focus on flexibility, right? And then I like this one. Right? That's the biggest one right there. See, when you work at a 9 to 5, you're capped at you make. Someone, they looked you in your face and they said, hey, sis, bro, you only worth about $50K a year. And you said, oh, that's great. And you signed it down the line. See, when you look at it like that and you sit back and you say, you know what? Damn, he just told me I'm only worth $50,000 a year. Like, that's it. That's my value. He determined or she determined what my value was. Who are you to tell me what my value is? How are you going to tell me what my value is, right? And we just accept it. And we just move on. And we say, oh, it's what it is, right? Now, on the internet, oh, another great example. You go to the job, right? The guy in the cubicle next to you doesn't work nearly as hard as you do, right? But y'all get paid the same. Who's smart, him or you? Him. He said, yo, bro, we get paid the same. Why are you going so hard? Right? Why are you going so hard? I'm not going that hard. We're going to come on with the same check every 2 weeks. Right? You have those people. You have those people with those really good work ethics. And those people with those really good work ethics, they do well here. Because they say, you know what? The more I put in, the more I get back. The more effort I put in to learn, the more I get back. The more effort I put in to get better at this skill, the more will come back. Right? They want to learn more. They want to execute. Right? They want to implement all these strategies. They want a new mindset. They want to think differently. Because understand, where you are right now, you are there because of how you think today. You are there because how you think today. And in order for you to get to a new place, you have to have a different level of thinking. And one of the best places to start is on the internet, because the last thing is small startup cost. Right? Small startup cost. Why is that a big one? Right? Have you ever really tried to open a business? Like my wife and I want to go back. This is when, this is right in the, this is about 2008 too. A lot happened in 2008, 2009. We had a boutique. We sold women's bags, women's accessories and lotions and all that kind. We sold it out of a brick and mortar business. We had a little storefront, really nice. We renovated it. We came in, painted it, did the floors, like we hooked it up. It cost us about 10 grand just to get in, right? That's before profit. That's before anything. And mind you, to this day, we still never profited from that business. Number one, we were young. We didn't really know anything about business. It was the first business we ever had. So we were spending so much money trying to make it look nice. We hadn't spent any time on selling stuff, right? It was more important to sell stuff than make it look good. And these are the things that you kind of learn on the way. And another good example for that is the internet. I know that there's some people out there with the ugliest websites that you can imagine. Ugliest websites that you can imagine, right? And they make a crap load of money because they focus more on sales as opposed to the look and being perfect and being neat and knowing all the answers. They say, hey, in order for me to survive, I got to get in front of people. I got to talk to people. I got to get my advertisements in front of people. I can't waste any more time. I got to learn the most important things that's going to help me execute, and that's setting up the right advertisement to the right audience, and boom, let it go. And everything else I'll learn on the way, right? That's business. That's online business. That's learning how to make a profit, period. You know what I mean? It all starts there, and you got to be willing to really dig deep and say, you know what? I'm going to take my time to learn this. Right? I'm learning something right now where I'm actually going to do some more call center stuff where I'm going to be getting some calls sent to my computer, and I'm going to close some deals. I'm running the ads, but the calls are coming to my computer. I'm going to talk to these people on the phone, close some deals, and I'm trying to figure it all out, the system, so that eventually I can do what? Teach other people how to do the same thing, so I don't have to do it no more, right? But these are the things that, we got to take time to learn. If there's something that you're really passionate about, you got to take time to learn it. If you see, right, you see the benefit in having a business online or marketing online, affiliate marketing, you see the benefit, but you might have been screwed in the past, okay, right? might have been screwed in the past. Some of these numbers sometimes look too good to be true, right? You're like, you know, there's people out here making 30, 40 grand a month. Whoa, that's crazy. That doesn't even sound right, right? But it's true. You know, I got 2 friends now on the internet. I mean, one just had his best week ever, $60,000. Another friend had one of his best months, $200,000. Like, you know, does it happen overnight? Hell no. No. You can't compare somebody's day 1,000 to your day 1. Okay? You look at them for inspiration, encouragement, advice, and you follow their lead, and you do your thing from where you are. And every single day, you just pick away at it. And before you know it, you'll be a lot smarter than you were 90 days ago. You'll have more results than you did 90 days ago. And, you know, and sometimes we don't always have the best of leadership. And that has a lot to do with it too, you know? Leaders aren't ultimately responsible for your success, but it's really damn helpful when you're working with somebody who knows what the hell they're talking about, you know? Cool deal. Any questions, comments, concerns, guys? Throw them up here. I'm trying to keep my eye on this thing. I see you guys are still there watching it. I'm digging it. I appreciate it. We're growing this thing up. Mind you, I just started this group like last week. We're at almost 100 members. We just started growing the group last week. More and more people are getting aha moments. And more people are jumping on the easy one-up train. And they're realizing that easy one-up is not just another opportunity. It not only is it an opportunity, but the training suite that comes with it is going to really teach you how to execute in multiple different arenas online, and that's what I like about it. And the fact that it's 100% commission, awesome. So I got more control of my money, right? So when people they paying me as opposed to paying the company, and then I gotta wait 2 weeks to get paid. I can get paid instantly, and it's really, really cool. I like that. And it's an opportunity for people to get their feet wet and start selling bigger packages, because if you sell something teeny online, you know, for like, you know, $40, $60, 20 bucks or whatever, and that's the only thing that you sell. Okay, you gotta sell a lot of them to hit some of the goals that you guys want. I've seen some of your goals, because when y'all join the group, y'all gotta let me know what your goals are. Some of you got some big ass goals, and I'm here to tell you you're gonna have to put in some work for them goals to be materialized, right? And then the same individuals with those big old goals, they're not even here on the live streams, okay? So that says a lot about their integrity already. All right, I pay attention to those little things as well. And I just lost my train of thought. But I'm being real with you. Any comments, questions, or concerns, drop them here. We're here every night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just giving you guys some gems. Eventually, we'll get into what's called events in the group. And when I put on an event, the events are going to be more like webinars. Okay, so they're going to be more hands-on. You're going to see me digging into the back office and, you know, putting together advertisements and stuff like that. But we'll get there. I'm looking for more people to get into the group before we start really focusing on that. I'm looking for a certain amount of people to join Easy One Up, so we can start, you know, showing them the ropes on, you know, what they need to do. More detail-oriented stuff. We got some basic stuff for them to start with. Some foundational stuff, because if you don't have a solid foundation, you know, how can you build upward if your foundation sucks? So we want to make sure your foundation's tight. I'm all about being the tortoise, right? Because that's who wins the race. Okay, the tortoise always beats the hare. He takes his time, he's focused, he knows what he wants, and you know, when he gets there is when he gets there. But actually, because she did not rush to, you know, do this and do that, they got to where they needed to be right on time, okay? So for those who haven't got started yet, I would go ahead and get started, because that is slowing you up from actually getting to your goals, because you haven't started yet. You haven't dug into the material. You're still on the fence about spending your money. It is what it is. It's money, right? We spent our money on far less things that don't have the ability to purchase us anything. Like, I've spent my last dime before on some tickets, some clothes, right? Things that weren't of value, right? So if you're going to spend it, you're spending it in a place that's going to teach you, train you, put you in a position to sell something to somebody so that you can get your money back and then make more money as well. It's very simplistic stuff. All right, cool deal. How many minutes we been on this thing? how many minutes we've been on that thing. As a matter of fact, let me check my watch. Oh, 24 minutes. Wow. Okay. That's what's up. We're a little past the time, which is all good. I hope you guys got something from this. I think the biggest thing from the night is we got to stop exchanging time for dollars and start exchanging dollars for time. And I think that I was supposed to give you an example on this, and I probably jumped to this. But an example of exchanging time for dollars is, for example, if I set up a Google advertisement and I say, hey, Google, for $5 a day, I want you to send this many people to my website, okay? I'm exchanging dollars for time. So what I'm doing is all those people that visit, a portion of those people are going to buy. And the portion that buy starts to pay for my freedom. You understand? So I'm letting my money work for me because my advertisements are running. Where am I? I'm doing something else, right? I'm doing something else that might help me make more money, or I'm doing something else and spending time with my family, maybe on date night or whatever the case may be. Doing something that's, I want to be doing, right? And over time, as you're doing this over time and you're executing and you're executing and you're executing and you're executing, you can imagine just how much success you can have. Where people lose is they don't execute because they're not consistent. Okay? Oh, I tried this, it didn't work. Right? No, you didn't try it. You really didn't. Right? Or you know what I'm saying? Like all the things that you try, it only takes one thing to change everything. Okay? For example, my friend Nate, he always says it. He's a big e-commerce guy, big e-commerce guy. And he says, yo, it only takes one product, one ad to change your damn life, right? And I believe he still has this one product and this one ad that's probably making him anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000 a day, okay? That ad is paying for itself and it's paying for him and whatever else he's using that money for, right? So it only takes one thing to work in your favor to really be successful here, okay? It's going to take some time. The cool thing is once you dig in and you're consistent every day, if you're going to do 2 hours a day, do 2 hours a day. You're going to do 3 hours a day, do 3 hours a day. And don't change that. Don't change it for nobody. I talked to my mentor, Germain. He was like, listen, I got a schedule Monday through Thursday. It's been that way for the last 5 years, and he won't let anybody change that. And because of that, he gets a lot of success, right? Has a lot of success online. All right, cool deal, guys. I'm not going to keep you here for too much longer. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, checking in. See this, and here's another example of consistency. When I started this group last week, nobody was on at 9 o'clock for several days. I was here talking to myself, right? Now, this week, there's been 1 to 2 people on every day. And today, we had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 people who stopped by, and it tells me they stopped by because they actually pressed the video, and then the video tells me who's watching. It doesn't even, it doesn't talk about those people who did watch a little bit without pressing the button. Okay, so it's growing every single day, and this group is not here just for me. It's here for you guys because I like to do this. This is what I'm passionate about. I love to do this. So this group is here to help those who start to work with me. So you have a place where not only you can get trained, but because you're new, other people can get trained who decide to work with you. So it's my way of giving back, my way of giving value, my way of helping my team grow. Because the more I learn, the more I want to give back, because that's just how it is. When you are confident in what you know and what you can accomplish, it doesn't matter that I give it away for free. Okay? Doesn't matter. That's the beauty of it. And I hope that in a week or 2, 3 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 3 months, that there'll be more people willing to step up to the plate and say, hey, you know what, Mike? I got some information I really want to talk about and I really want to share. And then it becomes a platform for not just me, but a platform for anybody who wants to get to that next level and really start changing not only their lives, but other people's lives. There was something about this live tonight. It was a special live. And I really think it was a special live. I really do. And I'm probably going to download this video and run some ads to it. because I felt that, you know, there was some genuine talk here, right? There's some real talk here in this live stream, and more people probably need to hear it. So I'm probably going to do that. We'll check it out. All right, cool deal, guys. If there's anything you need to holler at me about, hit me in my inbox. Okay, add me as a friend. You probably can't add me. You might have to follow me. I think I'm like maxed out at like 5,000 friends. I got to go in there and start deleting people. Hit me in my inbox. Add me on the messenger. No problem. Shoot me a message. If it's after 11, I'm probably asleep, right? Because I go to bed at 11 and I try to get up at about like 3 in the morning. So if that's the case, you know, I'll holler at you as soon as I get up. And throughout the day. In the morning is my focus hours, all right? So if I don't reply back right away, just know Mike's probably in the lab cooking up some stuff, and he will get back to me, okay? So guys, I dig you. Come few days, we're actually going to be doing these live streams on my fan page and in the group. I got another little cool tripod thing coming, so we're gonna be doing 2 things at once. Next week, I'm trying to go on Instagram Live, and we just gonna be live all over the internet, just sharing all types of dope knowledge. All right, peace out, guys.